Okay, welcome, sir. You are not audible. Dr. I, you are not audible.
Now I am audible?
Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Welcome.
Okay, okay. Microphone was off. Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Start, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, Om, for your nice introduction. And I still thank you, Patithavan sir, for the nice lecture he gave in the previous session on Buddhism. Now, it is my turn to continue Buddhism, the Buddhist ethics. In our last webinar, we have discussed about Jaina ethics. Now, today we are going to discuss Buddhist concept of morality of Buddhism, Buddhist ethics. Buddha, Gautam Buddha, cannot be called as a philosopher in the way we understand philosophy or philosophers. He was not in that ordinary sense. He has, because he has not shown any interest in any metaphysical problems. Okay. He has seen that, he says that the metaphysical questions like what is self, whether self exists, what is God, all these questions have no definite answer. Because it has no definite answer, all the answer remain inconclusive. And that which remains inconclusive, which cannot be answered properly, those are not worthy of discussion. Therefore, Buddha says that when man in his daily life is suffering so much, life is full of sufferings, jivana dukkham, life is full of sufferings, whatever pleasure, what appears to be a pleasure is covered by, it is another form of suffering. Suffering comes in the form of pleasure, and one day it will again show its face. So life is full of suffering according to him, jivana dukkham. And therefore, it is the first and foremost duty of a philosopher or anybody, it is the first and foremost duty of the common man who is suffering to get rid of his sufferings. Life is discussing about, life is full of suffering, and we are, when we are suffering so much, it is not wise to forget these sufferings and go for discussing what is there in our life after death, whether we are going for nirvana, going for surga or murta, all these things are useless questions. Worrying about the afterlife, we are spoiling our present life. Thinking of tomorrow, we are forgetting to live the today. A man is, life of a man is burdened. He feels heavy. He is every moment it appears to him that it is as if he is carrying a heavy load on his back. What is necessary to offload the bag from his back, make him free. When life becomes free of worries, free of sufferings, when free of burdens, if we can escape those burdens, life becomes sorrow-free, burden-free, peaceful, and blissful. Buddha says that first, make this life peaceful, make this life worth living. Then Whether there is what is there after this life, we'll think later. So it is not essential to discuss those things. For that, to live a successful, burden-free, worry-free life, what we have to do? Buddha has prescribed 5 principles. Pancha Shila. Shilas are restrictions, disciplining the self. Pancha Shila are the 5 oaths a man has to take for himself. It's a Pancha Shila is a moral compass for a man to control himself. It is different from the moral concept of Western philosophy. In Western philosophy, morality is imposed upon. They say, don't lie, don't steal, don't do this, don't do that. It is imposed upon us from outside. But Sila is the moral conduct, concepts, prescriptions, injunctions imposed upon us by ourselves. A man, whether he belongs to Buddhism or not, he should follow voluntarily 5 Panchashila, 5 prescription, injunctions. The Panchashila are, as Buddhism has says, Buddhists say, 1, I observe, refraining from killing any living being. Number 2, I observe, refraining from taking what the owner does not give. Number 3, I observe, refraining from sexual misconduct. 4th, I observe, refraining from telling lies. 5th, I observe, refraining from taking any intoxicant or any drug. These are all the injunctions imposed upon me by me. If a man follows strictly these silas, his life will be disciplined. He will be free of burdens and worries. You can mark that all these injunctions are negative ones. I won't do this, I won't do that, I won't do this. All are negative injunctions.